Hello everyone. So I am here with a new video, and I just want to tell one thing that it's not possible for me to create videos daily because I'm also preparing for my interviews and whatever the time I have with me, I will try to create videos on that. So please understand my situation. So for now, let's jump into the problem and try to understand this one. Okay. So the problem is the maximum length of concatenated strings with unique characters. So what is the problem? The problem says that we have a given an array and the array is containing strings. Okay. And string s is a concatenation of subsequences of array which have unique characters. Okay, and we have to return the maximum possible length of string. So what is the problem? So you can see we have an array and the array consists of unique strings. I don't say I can say the array consists of strings like here un, iq and ue, right? Now what is the problem says that we can concatenate any of the two strings or all of the strings of the array, but the condition is that we can concatenate only that strings together which are unique. It means whatever the string we are creating after concatenation should not be repeated. Okay, every character should be unique. As you can see, we have un, so un is unique, like un is unique. The u and n are different characters. In this inq, the inq is different character, and here ue and the u and e is different character. Now what we can do, we have to find the maximum length of concatenated string which we can create such that the string we create after concatenation should be unique. So let's suppose if we concatenate un with iq. So the first question, can I do that? Yeah, I can do that because un and iq, all the characters in that are unique. No one is same. So we can concatenate and create a new string which is u and iq. Okay, and its length is 4. Similarly, can I now the character? Okay, so now solve this problem there. Okay, because it makes more sense to you. So this is the okay. This one is too big. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, now it is fine. Okay, so we have this. So what we can do? Let's suppose if I am taking this. Okay, so the first unique, the un string is also a unique one, and its length is 2. So for now my answer is 2. Now if we consider un and if we try to create more unique strings by concatenating the remaining strings within the array, how we can do that? Simple. We will try to concatenate un with iq. So can I do this? Yeah, because the un and iq both are unique. So the another string we can create is un and iq. And what is the length of it? Its length is 4, and the previous answer or the length we have is 2. So we can update it and make it 4. So now we have unique. So the another thing, can we take unique and can we concatenate UE with that unique concatenated string? No, because you can see the U and U are same here. So this is not unique. So we can't do it. So what is the answer? Can we say this is the answer? Yeah, it has answer 4, but we can't be sure because we have to check each and every possible combination. Okay, that is the main concept of this problem. So how we can do this? So firstly, I take this event and try to create all the concatenated unique strings. We will create it and from that the answer we get is 4. Now we will take IQ. So IQ is also unique string, that's why we will take it and try to concatenate with UE. So can I concatenate IQ and UE? Yes, because both these strings are unique now. So we can concatenate it and the string that we get it IQUE. That's fine. And there is nothing left after this. So we can't concatenate or we can't create any other string. So its length is 4 and its length is also 4. So the answer should remain 4. After that, what we can do, we can take UE, and the UE is also a unique string and its length is 2, which is less than the answer so far we have. And I've tried to create another unique or concatenated strings, but there is nothing present in the array, so we just stop there. Okay, that's very cool. Okay, similarly, if you take this one example, so you can see that let me take this example too, so that you have more understanding related to this. Okay, so I will try. Okay, okay, so let me just remove all of these things. Okay, right. So now this array of strings is that. Similarly, we do the same steps. Now we are there and we will try to create all the unique concatenated strings that we can create by choosing the CHA string. Now the CHA is also unique, so this can be our answer and its length is 3, so we can write it there. Now let's combine all the other strings if it is possible. Can we concatenate R with it? Yes. So we have CHAR and its length is 4, so we can make it like 4. Now can we concatenate ACT with this CHAR? I think we can't, because you can see there is A and there is also, so we can't do this. Now we go to ERS. Can we do it? No, because you can see there is R present here. So from by taking this, we have all these strings, we can create unique strings we can create. Okay, now we will take this R. Is R is unique? Yeah, the R is unique. Can we concatenate ACT with this? Yeah. So we have RACT rect. Okay, and its length is 4 and we have also 4, so we don't have to update it. So can we ERS? Can we append ERS with rect? No, because you can see the R is there, and that is not right. So now we come there and try to create all the unique characters from there. So ACT is unique, right? But its length is what, 3, so we don't have to update it. Now can we append or can we concatenate ERS to it? Yeah, because the ACT and ERS both is unique and we can create actors. So ACT ERS and its length is 6, so we update our length as 6. And similarly we can go there and here we have ERS. Here we have ERS and there is nothing present in the array, so we can't concatenate any of these things, so the answer is this. From there we can find the answer something like, we can say that we first take this and try all, then the other possible answer with us is, we don't take this, we take this and try all possible combination. And similarly we can't take this and we take this. So we have actually a branch type structure, you can say. We are taking a string and try all, and if we not taking that CHA, okay, so we will not take it and try all. So there, these are the two things that we have to think about. Okay, so from there you can think of a recursive type of stuff, because we are taking it, we are not taking it. Okay, and from these two we are getting the answer, and whatever the maximum we have, that is the answer for us. Okay, so now jump into the code part. I think there is a more clarity uh, from that code, so let's go there. So this is the code. So the code is very easy as that. So start from there. So what we do, we simply create an array, and this array is nothing but this array holds the maximum length of the string that we have to return. Initially it has 0 because we don't have our answer. And as you know, there is a branching type stuff, like this is the string we have, so we can go there and we can go there, right? In that part we can include it, and in that part we can't include it. Okay, so when we go there, we have some strings which is created within that path, and we have some strings which is created within that path. So that's why we are passing an empty string, which actually stores all the strings within the path. And there is a 0. 0 is pointing to the index, like index means we are taking first string within our array. Okay, and we don't take the first and we go to the second, so that's why we do this. And we will goes on, and we will call our helper function there. Now, what do you think, what is the base condition in that case? So I think you can easily think for the base condition. How? You are if you see this explanation, we will goes on. This is 0 index, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So we will goes on until our index value moves out from this array, and we can say until the index value is equal to the length of our array. So if it is, and one more thing, what is that thing? So like we go through this path, right? And at the end, let's suppose we have some path, the whole path is stored in this current string, right? Whole path is stored in this current string. So now we have to check, because there is a uniqueness, there should be a uniqueness, so we have to check the string which is stored in this path. Okay, in this path is unique or not. So we will check if it is unique and its length is greater than whatever the result we have so far. So we have to change our result array. Otherwise, we don't do it. So this is the function. We understand that function, but let's move with the flow. So this function simply gives us the unique, it actually tells us if the string is unique, and if it is unique, what is the length. Okay, so we simply check if it is unique and if its length is greater than whatever the length we have so far, we simply update it, return it, because we don't want our recursion to move on. And if it is not, we simply return from that, because we have to work on the other calls which happens. Okay, I think you can imagine that thing, visualize that thing. In that call, you can see we simply call the next string in the array, and we don't take it in our path. And in this call we take it as in our path, and here we simply check. How we can simply check? As we know, the input only contains the small alphabets, and the alphabets is from 0 to 26. So we take a character pool which is nothing but an array, and this is the odd function within a Python, where we can find the ASCII value. And in Python, the ASCII value of A starts from 97 and Z has 122 as ASCII value. So we normalize it according to the 0 to 26 size of array, and whatever the array we have, Okay, so in that string, if that character is already present in this array, in this character pool, it means that it is not unique. So we return -1, which signifies the current string that we have is not unique. And if it is, okay, so we simply make it 1 because it is not encountered previously. So we make it 1 so that we can check it later as well. And if all these conditions are passed, it means every character within that is unique. We have to return this size, and simple as that it works. After doing all that things, whatever the answer which is present in this answer result type stuff, we can do. So yes, it is working. And thank you for watching the video, and I will try my best. If I have a lot of time, I try to create the videos. And thank you. Bye bye.